view, guys. Good morning. Well, temperatures are, we got a freeze warning for a couple days and then another day this week. So now I have to overwinterize some of my plants I have out there and bring them indoors. And take care of a few things and get some of these fruits off of my, I still have tomatoes, but I have to get the fruits off of my plants and save as much as I can. So this is my basil, it's still beautiful. I have some basil outside. This is my cilantro, it's still beautiful. So alright, let me show you outside. That beautiful den, build it. Well, let's see what the temperature is. Oh yeah, 40. Alright. I have to get all these little buggers in. And get everything tackled there. And then go back there and try to get... This is my most worry. I don't know what to do. I think I'm just going to cover it with frog cloth. Maybe take a couple gores. They're called ridge loofah, ridge gores. Ridge gores, it seems like you get more videos on them. They're still hard as a rock, so I don't know if they'll survive, but I'll take a few in maybe, or just wait until tomorrow and see what they look like. But I'm going to cover them. That's what I'm going to do, just cover those up. But yeah, I have to come in here, get as many tomato plants, all those as much ripe cherry tomatoes. So there's three of, I have here all set up, different stuff, buckets, but there's 3 ones that you can overwinterize. You know, they take so long, and by the time you get enough fruit, I can't put too many out, and a lot of them like that, I got some fruits on there, but they're not mature, and I'm losing them. So here I can start spraying and bring them back out, and that is any kind of pepper, bell pepper, or hot peppers, but you have to do it the right way. If you're a new gardener, you have to do it the right way. I brought a whole bunch of hot peppers and bell peppers, and they all died because I wasn't doing it correctly, and plus the gnats. So you want to make sure you have some good soil that's not in the ground, because you got all those bugs. And then put sand or something to prevent those bugs to get into your soil and destroy your root, because you still have to take care of them when they're inside the house. Like if they were out here, give them sunlight, water them, you know. Keep an eye on them. So I have 2 that I'll show you. They said you can't do pepper plants the wrong way, and the eggplant, I didn't know that you can leave the fruit on there, just take it indoor and just take care of it indoor and then bring it back out again. It's wonderful. I'm going to try it and we'll see together, and then we'll see next year if I can bring them out. Wow, God, it's so cold. All right, so I got a couple of pieces of fruit, you know, peppers that this one's too immature, but I'll take them in. So I'm only losing like 3 of them. Now the problem is figuring how to cut it. And they said you can't cut it wrong, but I know it's supposed to be very at the bottom when you do this. Anything new growth you should take off. And they said that the V. And see how this is all way in the ground? See how deep it is? This was chewed back several times from a deer. So the V will be, I would say here, you can do 3s. Like, see how that's a V, that's a V, that's a V. I'm just going to cut it, because they said you can't do it the wrong way. I'm just going to cut it to these notches. Like, see how that's a new growth that was there? Anything with, see, some of it's just coming off because of the cold. So I'm just going to cut, like, right up to, probably right up to here. Just on these guys. But they say you can't do anything wrong, you know. Some don't even take all this growth off. But it's supposed to be right here where this point, the first V point. So I could cut it all the way down to here. Like here, here, and then here. And I think I might do that, you know. But, or maybe up here, just in case. So we'll see what happens, because it's pretty thick. And then I'm going to put them in good potting soil. And now here, they said that I can take this in with the fruit. And I have this one growing. Oh, sorry. Here. And then I got this one and that one back there. And this died, of course, because of the weather. But they said you can just dig it up, put it in a pot, and be done with it. So I'm putting it in a bigger pot than this one, because they said the smaller the better for these. the peppers because of, you know, they spread out. But yeah, so you have to clean off the peppers. So after I get done, maybe I'll show you a little bit of footage of me pulling it out and all that. So I'm going to get this out. I have to go get the other pots and bring everything in here. And take all the goodness off of here. And then hopefully I have another plant starting next year early and I can start getting some peppers sooner while I'm seeding the other one. So this is the whole point of it. Constantly feeding yourself and figure it out, because some people don't have the room or the space for doing a big, you know, garden. But you also want to start eating your you know, vegetables and your fruits before the other ones start, you know, so you have it through the whole year. So you have it in spring, you'll have it in summer, and then fall, and repeat the process. So, all right, stay tuned. Okay, so first you have to take these all off. All the fruits. Right. You hate to, but this is it. Next is trying to figure out what parts you want to save on it. And I want to do the bees at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully it stays up. Hopefully you stay up. I don't know. But I want to do the V's. I'll edit. I want to do the V's down here, the closest to the stem. So what I'm going to do, this is drastic, but this is how I'm doing it. I've been watching on YouTube a lot of things, and that's what they're saying. You know, how to do it. It's a scary situation, but hey, if it gives me a good head start for next year, I'm willing to do it. So I want to make sure I have all this stuff off. So this is where the growth was. So I'm going to just cut it down as far as I can. Now it's supposed to be a V here, right? So I could do it all the way down at the bottom. And I'm just going to leave it like this. They said you can't do it wrong, but this is how I'm doing it. So now, this is where you have to dig. Alright, so let me get to it, and I'll start digging. Oops. Don't want to lose my peppers. Ones I could save. Okay. Now the root system, I mean, you're going to probably damage some. But they said go down like 8 or whatever, so. You want to get the whole everything in here, right? This thing was traumatized from deer anyway. So I am determined. Hear those roots? Yes. Look at the root system here. Beautiful. Now they'll get traumatized. But let's see. Okay. Beautiful roots. I think I got almost every root. Alright. I'm just going to stick them. They said the smaller the better pot. They said cloth is better too. But I don't know. So I'm going to put this one aside. And now I'm going to do the other one. So I'll probably either put it in a different pot. That's how I did it. So we'll see continue. So this one, all you do is have to dig it out. Put it in another pot and put it in the house. You don't have to trim up. You don't have to take the fruit off. And it'll continue growing for you. Good to know, because I didn't know this. And if I can show somebody something and then you can see my progress, I mean, like I said, it doesn't hurt to learn something. I had 3 pieces of 3 eggplants still growing on here, and I don't want to lose them. And I wanted to see if I can jumpstart next year, because these take so long to mature and start to get anything before the frost, which came early this year, and you can bring them in. Now, if you're in zone 10 and up, you don't have to do it. You can just cover it with a little greenhouse, and just like your peppers, just trim it back like you did and leave it in there and cover it. But if you're zone 9 and below, they said that you have to bring it in. You have no choice. All right, let me continue, and I'll stick it in that pot, and we'll get this ready. Oof, guys, just a warning, these root system is worse than these. It is really in there. So that's what they do. I'm just out of breath, just trying. So you might want to get a big shovel and do it, but I think I was worn. All right, so I'm just warning you, they deep root. I'm going to try to get it out of there, so stay tuned. Guys, I don't know. Look at how deep this root is. All the way down in here, and I still can't get this sucker out. Now, the way the videos are, I've never seen a root system this big. I mean, whoever this is, really roots it. So, depending where you put your plants, from now on, I'm going to be aware of this. This is all hard dirt and everything. I cannot actually pull this out without stressing it. I don't want to cut this. See that root? See that big root right there? I don't want to cut it because that's going to be really damaging. I don't know. You know, I'm trying to save as many roots as I can, but this is clay dirt mixed with ground dirt, clay dirt. It's mixture, you know, because I have to layer it so I didn't have to put too much dirt in here. And this is unreal. The other people took it right out like it was no problem. Not this one. Oh my God. And I'm still trying to get it out. It's like, it's unreal. I can't get to the bottom of the root. Something they tell you is real easy to do, and yours land up not be. This is my luck. I wanted to get this done and many other things done, and this is like, oh, all right, I'm gonna have to pull it somehow. Oh God. Well, after struggles, but look how, I can't believe how big that is. I'll probably put a little bit more dirt on top, I'm not sure. Here's the pepper plant. Now, the only thing I'm gonna do is before I put it, is put a little bit of sand on top to stop the bugs, and put that on top. So let me show you. Hold on. I'm one-handing this stuff. That's the only thing when you don't have all the stuff that you need. Oh, see, that's another thing. I don't want to put too much, but this is just supposed to stop the bugs. Use any kind of sand. So hold on to my hands. Sorry about that. But this stops the gnats from coming in because it scratches them to put their lay their eggs. So it's good, and it has been working for me since I've been doing this. Just another way. But there you go. Now stay tuned for in spring next year. I'll keep on trying to update in my videos if I remember, and I'll show you. But look, see, I want to save these 2. I have 3 on here. I know I wasn't about to waste them, so this is what I did. So now into the house, and hopefully they make it for next year in the spring. Oh man, my hands are freezing. Grab what I could. That was almost close to, some came off. I didn't want to waste. Took what I can. I have some in the house, whatever. Oh my God, my hands are frozen. Now I'm going to come in here and get some of the big tomato plants. There's one that was back there that have 2 beautiful plants. I don't know if it will survive if I take it with the fruit on there. I don't know. This is a test. This is how you learn. Another thing I learned too is that every one of these plants I'm going to just leave here and see what happens. But they said for the root system, like this plant right here, the cucumber, they said if you cut it all the way back and leave the root system in the ground, what happens is it gives it your soil some nutrition. So to leave it. So why take it out? So that's what I'm going to do. Every plant, I'm just going to cut it right down to here and just leave the root system. Because they said something about it keeps the air in there and it does something. So that's what I'm going to try this year. Now a lot of these, I know these, see I have tons of cherries left, cherry tomatoes. I left a couple in there because they're rotted on there. But there's a few, like I would like to bring a plant in for these guys. And then this one is another one because it's a tomato paste. See that? There's one on there. But I know I'm not going to be able to, so I'm going to have to take suckers. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come around and do it. I mean, look at that. It's a shame, but this is why I want to try to winterize them. Like this one came off of a sucker, and it grew this, but I knew it was going to be late. But here it already grew 2 tomatoes, and this one I would like to take in, because look at it. So this is going to be a tester one that I'm going to try out. I'll trim it back. But yeah, this is where I'm at. My hands are freezing. Oh my God, winter's here, guys, and I know it's the middle of October. This is not like our temperature. This is not like our temperature is usually at the end of October, beginning of November, and sometimes later. Now it's not. This is where we're at now. Oh, this is they warned us, but I was hoping that these guys will make it, but I'm gonna get as much as I can. That's all. This is all you can do, and just keep on learning. And try something. If you don't know if it works, try it. That's all you can do. Is try and see if you can. Don't go by other people because everybody has a different climate. And I might take these green ones off of here. I'm not sure. I'm going back and forth, but what I want to do. But yeah, that's what you need to do. Just try everything that you have a question about. Just try it, and then help other people in your location. This is why there's a community. You want to find out if they can survive. Do the steps. Show them and do the steps. That's why I'm doing with the seeds. A lot of people don't know anything about them, you know, and they want something quick. So, yeah. This is, there's a couple of plants I'm really upset. I might bring them in. I don't know. I'll probably just take some suckers off of them and see what happens. So, have a good one, guys. Bye.